Hi, grade 7s. Today's topic, what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at adding decimals. So we're going to try and work through just one word problem today and show you two different ways on how to add decimals. I think you're going to find like a lot of the stuff we're doing with adding decimals kind of the same as what we've been doing in the past. It's just a quick review on what's been done before. So let's just quick read the question. Remember, we underline keywords and phrases. So Matthew and Fiona are cutting water pipe that is 15 meters long. So the water pipe here is 15 meters long, and they're going to cut it into sections. Matthew needs sections that are 1.614 meters, 5.341 meters, and 2.172 meters long. So we're going to cut them into three pieces that are that long, and then Fiona needs a section that is 5 meters long. Will there be enough pipe? So as I plan this strategy out, I'm basically saying to myself, if these four numbers here, so here, 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 and here, add up to a number that's less than 15, we know that there's enough pipe. If it adds up to more than 15, there's not enough pipe. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to add some decimals. So let's just start here, 1.614 meters. Now here is the key to adding decimals. The decimal places have to line up. So in this case, when I go to stack these, the 5.3, the decimal places have to be one above the other, so that our tenths are in the tenths place, the hundredths are in the hundredths, and the thousandths are in the thousands. And then I'm going to put the 2.172 meters here, and then the last thing is I'll put my 5.000 meters here. So just like stack adding, we're going to just add up a column, and then we're going to regroup, and if we have to put more in that next group, that is just fine. So let's start here with our thousands. So 4 and 1 and 2 ends up adding to 7. Let's now shift to this next column here. 1, 4, 7 ends up giving us 8, 12. We have to regroup a 1. Our next column here, you can see don't forget that 1. We've got 1, 6, 3, 1. So 6 and 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10, plus another 1 is 11. So we got a 1. Then we're going to regroup 1. Remember, the decimal place stays in the exact same column that it was in, and we just add up this last group. 1 and 1 is 2, plus 5 is 7, plus 2 more is 9, plus 5 more is 14. So just make sure we line up those decimal places, and then you add your columns up and you regroup if necessary. I just want to show you this. This is from your textbook. You're more than welcome to take a look at it. In this case, Julie in the textbook ends up solving this thing, but she only adds up the first three lengths. So she only adds up the 1.614 and the 5.341 and the 2.172. And she says to herself, if this adds up and it is less than 10, it's going to work because there's going to be 5 or more left for the 5 meter piece. Or if it's greater than 10, then this won't work because there won't be enough for Fiona's 5 meter piece. So we're basically looking to see if this is 10. So she ends up using our blocks that we'll use for doing these kind of questions. So remember, the big cube is ones, then the kind of square piece is our tenths, because 10 of those adds up to a whole big block. The hundredths is like the long carrot looking pieces, because 100 of those gives us one of the big blocks, and then thousands is there. And so you can see they just make these three numbers using this. You can see the decimal place here. So the first one is 1.614, just like we've got there. This one here is 5.341, which is exactly what we got there. And this one is 2.172, just like we were showing there. And then what they do is they just add these all up. So in this case, you can see we end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thousandths. And then you can add up how many hundredths, how many tenths, and how many ones. And basically what you do is you just start regrouping. If you have more than 10, you just go to the bank, change it in for the size bigger. And you can see some regrouping happening here. There's some regrouping happening here. And when it's all said and done, Matthew will need 9 and 127 thousandths meter of pipe for his section, which would mean there's more than 5 meters left for Fiona's section. So you can see this is another way that you could do it with blocks. If you're interested in this, you want to see me do this in action, please let me know. I'll be more than willing to help you out. Take care.